Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn Raaker and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of the Chef You and I have my wonderful friend and former pastor, Father Andrew Umberg. You see him all the time on our shows. He's a favorite, what can I tell you? And we're going to do something really different tonight, Father.
Oh.
Last time I did my show, I did appetizers. Mm-hmm. So we're going to continue, because I said we were going to continue doing more appetizers that I didn't get in. So, mac and cheese bites. Okay.
Nice.
You're going to do what with yours?
Mine will be smoked salmon bites, smoked salmon pasta bites.
Ooh,
kind of related,
yeah.
In the same family as the mac and cheese bite.
That sounds good. And then we're going to do actually a blended Thai style lettuce cups.
Ooh,
Ooh, doesn't that sound good?
I love appetizers.
I do too. So then we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is eggplant bites, right?
Yes, and here's an eggplant.
That's an eggplant, right? How convenient. So the first thing that we need, Father, is for you to cut that wonderful eggplant. And then I'll give what the ingredients are, because these eggplant bites.
Okay, and so we have some peanut oil here, because these are going to be deep fried eggplant bites.
Right.
So we're putting peanut oil into a pan. The recipe asks for it to be 3 inches deep. I think we can get away with significantly less than that.
Right.
There might be some turning, but I think there's going to be a little bit of turning of the product anyway, no matter what. So.
Well, that's almost that.
Yeah, so it calls for 2 cups. We're doing about 1.5 cups, maybe.
Right.
Cup and
Well,
some change.
if we need to add more, we can.
Okay, and this is going to be, it can be vegetable oil or peanut oil. We're going the fancy way with peanut oil, because that fries things really nice.
Right, so you're going to need, it's 2 cups of actually peanut oil for frying, 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper, 2 eggs lightly beaten, which I did right there, 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 1 eggplant that Father is going to cut into 1-inch cubes. Then 3 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley for garnish, coarse salt for finishing, and 1 cup of marinara sauce for dipping. And then the other thing that came in the mail, Father, were these wonderful paper towels that are recyclable by Bravo, and the company that makes them is Sellers. And guess what? They are 3 times stronger. They're 90% recycled fibers, so they have kind of a pull to them. You can use them to scrub. You can use them, they work like a cloth. They're free from dyes, fragrances, and elemental chlorines. Strong when wet. And actually, I did some. I washed them with soap and water, and then I hung them up to dry. How about that?
Well, I love paper towels, and I go through a lot of them.
I do too. But this, I had one of those that we have right there on the counter. I used it all week, and I didn't use all of it. How about that?
Wow, that's very nice.
That's pretty nice, isn't it? So in the meantime, I'm going to cut up the parsley for you. Okay, if that's all right. So, and I want to thank our other sponsors, Cornhuskers Gourmet Duck Fat Spray. I use it on everything, right? And then the other is 360 pans, cookware, which we are using, and that's one of the 360. Do you want me to stir the?
I did a little stir just before.
All right.
We're cooking the pasta for my smoked salmon pasta bites.
Right. He's doing a little different than what I'm doing. I'm doing elbow macaroni bites. Okay, mac and cheese. So I'm going to chop these up, Father, because I need 3 teaspoons or tablespoons of parsley, chopped parsley. So I'm going to use one of my knives.
Good. And then later on with that, everyone's doing macaroni and cheese now, but really all pasta products really I think are macaroni products from the what they originally called it in Italy.
Right.
It's just different shapes. So I say, why go with all the elbow macaroni all the time? Why not expand our horizons? Maybe something, especially if we're making bites, would bond together better. So I'm going with rotini because I always find that holds the sauce really deep within it. And I think it'll, with a little bit of egg in it and cheese, it'll hold it all together. I'm throwing egg in mine to hold it together. So maybe
and you're such a great cut. I can take all of that away from you in a minute and clean your board up.
Okay, thank you.
And then you're gonna cut them in 1-inch cubes.
Yes.
Right. So I'm going to actually pour the flour.
Oh yes, we'll get ready
that we pre-measured already into this bowl right here because you need that to do this, right?
I just came up with another brilliant idea. I'm going to turn on the oil because I don't think I did before.
Well,
okay, so putting on my glasses would probably help do this.
That would help, Father.
Yes, I hate turning on the
And then I'm going to take the breadcrumbs and, okay, you did it. Really good. Wonderful. And then this is the breadcrumbs that we're going to put it in as well, which is really important to this dish, right? So, anyhow, but I will take all of your wonderful, if you'll let me do this for you.
Oh, sure. I would love it. I'll let you just go ahead and scoop it up.
We'll put it in the bagwell, which is great.
Yes.
And I'll do that. Now you can cut them into 1-inch cubes.
Wonderful. Okay, so not everyone will be perfectly shaped. Again, you can decide how perfectionistic you want to be about these types of things. I don't think the cube police will come after you.
I need to put the salt and the flour, the salt and the pepper into the flour, right? So I'm going to do that, and then you kind of whisk it a little bit. So I'm going to add the pepper. Do I have pepper right here? Yeah, I've got pepper right here.
You've got it all together.
Oh, I got it all together, believe me.
Between you and your wonderful producer.
Yeah, that producer is really a great one.
He is.
And in about a week or so, we are going to, Father, do beef bourguignon.
Ooh.
You've got to taste it tonight, but I'm going to change it a little bit because I want to put little pearl onions in there, right? So I'm going to mix this up with this.
So
Okay.
since this is not a rectangle or a cube itself, we have to just kind of make up our own idea of what's about a 1-inch cube. So I'm getting pretty close here, I think. They look kind of cubey.
I have to add Parmesan cheese to the. I don't know if I've got a big enough. Can I have that? I need a plate from right here, so I'll ask my producer to hand it to me, or you can hand it to me,
I think I can reach it. Here we go.
All right, let's do this. I think it would be easier this way, because you have to mix these two together, right?
Okay.
And then you put this in last, apparently, when you're doing this. But this is really fun. I mean, when it's really hot out, when it's really, really hot out, you want to have something that's good, but it's fast and easy, right, Father?
Amen.
So, anyhow, what I'd like to do is I'm going to have to take all of your bites and put them in egg, then in flour, and then in breadcrumbs.
Okay, so I have, a few of these things actually do resemble cubes, but because of the pear shape of the eggplant,
right?
A lot of them. Now, again, I guess if you were having a very fancy dinner party, you'd want to make sure that you trimmed a lot, but we don't want to waste all this stuff.
Right. So what we want to do is we want to take some of these and put these in there first.
Yeah, I'll throw even more into get a bunch of them going at once.
Okay. And
there
so then
we go.
I have a little thing in here, Father, that's at least I think it is. It's a little. Oh, here it is. Right.
Okay.
It's right here.
And I finished my rotini. You don't want to overcook this.
Okay.
To me, that's there's lots of obsession about how much water you have to put so much water in. And to me, the main thing with pasta is put in some salt and don't overcook it.
That's right. That's really important, right?
And if you get a decent sauce, and you strain it decently, it's going to be delicious.
Can you hand me a plate from over there in that cabinet, Father?
In this cabinet? Yes, I can.
Yeah, because I want to get these done for you.
Sure.
And since I have wonderful gloves on, I don't have a problem doing it. And then what you do is you put it in here. So they look
throw
like
them there.
that.
Okay.
Right. So then you put it in
here. And that's ready
here.
to go into the oil then.
Then it'll be going in the oil.
And we'll check the oil temperature then.
Right.
Okay, and I'm putting this in.
Right.
And we'll see where we are. We're shooting for 350 oil.
Yeah.
That's very difficult to guess.
Right.
We're up to, it goes in increments of 5 or 10 here. It's going on up.
Then you
Don't want to be right over the flame there.
Right.
Okay, I think we are at full heat because it's not slowing down, and we're at 283. But
remember, with that pan or that stuff, you don't have to be at a real high temperature, Father.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm doing this with gloves because it makes it easier, and I can actually move the stuff into it. Right. So it's easy. All of these recipes are up on our Chef You and I show, and our site, the Chef You and I. And you'll see the recipes, and you'll also see how to make everything. But you can also watch it on everything from Roku to YouTube. You can watch it. A lot of television sets now have YouTube included in it, right? So you can start doing these.
And then I'll borrow your tongs.
Sure,
okay?
sure. I don't need the tongs anymore.
Good, good, good. Okay.
I just need that. So, and then we'll do these for him. And then do that in here. And then when you're done with that plate, I need it back.
Okay, I'll get it done very quickly here then.
This is kind of messy, but I don't care. It's like having fun, you know?
Yes, when you're deep frying, the breading and deep frying things, you have to have a little bit of a sense of humor about how clean the kitchen's going to remain.
Right, right. So here's new ones. Okay. So as I do them, you can just take them and put them in there if you want to. And
okay, we've got about a full pan
actually, I think these are going to be delicious, Father.
Oh, I think you're right.
Absolutely. Well, we might want to take a little break here, and while Father's cooking these, and when they're done, we'll show you what they look like. We'll be right back on the Chef You and I with Father Andrew Umberg and myself, Kathryn Raaker. We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I with Father Andrew Umberg, and he is actually frying the eggplant bites right now, and I want you to see what they look like, so our cameraman is going to show you. How about that?
As you see, as I mentioned, we didn't go with quite as much as they said. I tend to be real conservative about how much oil I'm going to use in a deep frying operation, and that turned out to be kind of a dumb move in this case. We could have used the full 3 inches. So if you do these, now don't get me wrong, they're still going to be fine, but it just involves a lot more turning of them on my part. So I've got a little fork here, right? I mean a regular dinner fork, and I'm turning it over. See how nice and brown they get. You can see the ones that are already there on the paper towel. They say to layer paper towels and put them there on the plate, okay? And I think we're at a full 350 now, so it's they're really cooking nicely. You know, like with French toast, you want to get just that right spot where you're not burning it to death, but you want some real caramelization, some browning. You know,
that looks great, Father.
Well, good, thank you.
I think you did a great job on that.
Well, good, good, good. I'm looking forward to trying some. So what we'll do is we'll heat up some of that marinara sauce then, right? Or I guess we could serve it at room temperature too. I'm sure it's going to be delicious one way or the other. I know.
We're going to show you in a minute what it's going to look like, all of it, when we... It was a little messy, Father.
Yeah. And the thing with deep fried foods is you really want to get to them pretty soon after you... Right. You know, you want to eat them pretty soon after... That you do. Yeah, because they don't have much of a shelf life.
No, they don't.
I'm going to cook this eggplant a little bit more.
Do you know the nice thing is I grew up with fried eggplant. My mom used to make it like every Friday night, I think.
Oh, okay.
Especially in the summertime, and we had corn on the cob. Everything was really good. I mean, you're from a big family like Bill and I are.
Yes, oh yeah.
You're 7 or 8 kids.
7 kids. And,
I'm from 7, and Bill's from 6.
But we didn't have eggplant too often. I don't think Mom...
She didn't like it?
Well, I don't think she liked deep frying stuff for such a big troop.
Wow.
But she might not have heard that as a German, you know. You're down in Price Hill. Maybe you knew some Italians that knew what they were doing with eggplant.
Right, and those look beautiful. So
I'll let this cook. So I know undercooked eggplant is very tough and not enjoyable.
Not enjoyable
So
at
I'm going to
all.
make sure we're going to turn. Oh, look at these are really getting to be a very deep color.
Oh, yeah, those are beautiful, Father. And I've got more for you on top of that. How about that?
Oh, good. Okay. Well, what I should do then is, and here, let me just show how we're removing them. Let me just make sure we get this other part done thoroughly.
Okay.
I'm going to flip this over.
Right.
If you can turn down the oil temperature just a little bit, down to 2 or something, other direction. There we go. Okay.
Right.
And then so for this, I'll go ahead and make some more room on our paper towels.
Right.
Okay, and then I'll
And
just...
they really are absorbent, aren't they?
Yeah, very nice indeed. Okay, and so there I go like this, and I'm going to leave that big chunk cooking a little bit.
Right. Are you going to need any more oil, Father?
Well, I think we used all the peanut oil, so I would say we just go ahead and do that other batch we had talked about, and
yeah.
and we'll call that a day then. So
Okay. Right.
yeah, I need to start putting the other ones in right away though, because
Okay.
you don't never want to let this oil sit around hot with nothing in it. Otherwise, it really. And it's good to get some of this stuff out too, so we don't have any burnt debris here going on.
Okay.
Okay, and you can go ahead and.
I'll do that
Good,
for you.
good. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to use nature's tongs a little bit here
Well,
too,
you
so
can
that
do
we're
that.
now we're here at the
Okay,
end.
we're not. This is a lot of eggplant. Actually, this is one big eggplant, right?
Yes. So this is just one eggplant's worth. Wow, a lot of the maybe
Yeah.
nature's tongs didn't work as well as
Mine.
the other tongs. Yes, exactly. Okay. Well, good. Okay.
Is that good? Maybe
So
some more.
yeah, sure. Why not?
Why not? You can wash your hands off, Father, and I'll do it. No
Okay.
big deal.
Okay, I'd say that's about as much as that oil can take. If you have
Okay.
another nicely breaded one, though, throw it on in
All
there.
right.
Excellent.
Okay,
Okay.
so I think we're done with these, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I think, though, the producer and I better sample these while they're still hot so we can really review them. You know,
Right,
in the
right.
interest of science, you know how
Yeah, right.
important
The
that
interest
is.
of science. Well, we're going to take a little short break, Father. I want to do this real quick. I'm going to take a short break, Father, and we'll be right back. And these will be done by that time, and we can show them how we're going to do it on the serving plate, and also take some pictures of it because we put it up on our website. So
Good.
we'll be right back, right, Father? We'll be right back on this Chef You and I. We are now back with Father Andrew, who is making what?
I am making a twist on, you're making macaroni bites as an hors d'oeuvre, and these little muffin cups where she's making a mixture of some sort of cheese and other stuff and, with macaroni and putting in the cups. I said, well, I like smoked salmon, and I like smoked salmon pasta, so I'm trying to think outside the box and make smoked salmon pasta bites.
That sounds
and
great.
using some of your muffin cups for those. Okay?
Okay, that sounds like fun. So what's the first thing you're doing?
First thing I'm doing, after chopping an onion, I am now putting it into a mixture of olive oil and butter. I've got about a tablespoon and a half of butter and about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And then I have a little bit less than a half of a medium onion. And I'm putting this in.
You're getting it translucent.
Yes, getting it translucent, along with then some nice smoked salmon that our producer has so kindly gotten out of the box. I'll put this on the cutting board, and now we're going to get some nice little pieces of this. It doesn't have to be real tiny, but you know we want it kind of small.
And I think that's Canadian salmon, isn't it?
I think so, although
Either Canadian or
no,
Alaskan.
wait. Maybe New Zealand, I think.
New Zealand salmon.
So how's
Smoked
that for
salmon.
exotic? And I couldn't tell the difference, I have to admit, by country. Let's see.
Got a lot of fans on this show, do you know?
Well, no,
They
I didn't.
love
Well,
coming.
then hello, everybody in TV land. How about that?
Yeah, they love when you come on.
Well, good.
So.
Good. That probably makes them feel better about their cooking skills.
Right.
You know,
and
when
you
I
were-
screw up
Would you
something,
like?
you know.
Would you like to have that? Oh, here it is, right here, Father.
You know, I want slightly smaller pieces here.
Yeah.
I think my onions are going a little too enthusiastically here.
Right. right? They look great, actually.
They are nice, aren't they? Okay. Then I'll turn this down a little bit because you don't want to really cook this salmon, smoked salmon. When you put the smoked salmon in that amount of oil, it will be such a strong flavor that you don't have to worry about it being diluted. In fact, we could probably even use a little less smoked salmon, but why when we can make this nice, delicious thing like this?
And you love that.
And
so
I do.
And so does the producer, Bill.
Yes.
My wonderful husband loves smoked salmon.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so I'll scoop this on up. So again, we're not really scrupulously small pieces, but you know, smaller than the whole fillets. And in this goes into the our onion and oil mixture there. Okay.
Right.
And I'll put this. We don't want to touch too many things with the salmon-y stuff because that's salmon. Okay, so now, again, this is just so what I'm doing is just doing my standard thing for my smoked salmon sauce. Okay, so my smoked salmon pasta sauce. See now now we've got some nice oniony, salmony oil here. Okay, and I am going to turn it back up a little bit because I thought it was going to coast a little bit more than it did.
Are you going to add something else to that now?
I am. Thank you. I'm going to add some half and half here.
Oh, I'll get that for you.
Thank you. Okay.
How much do you need?
Let's
Here you go.
let's try about a half cup.
Well, you know.
Okay.
There you go.
Or maybe even a third of a cup. Where am I there? About a third of a cup?
A little bit more. You're fine.
Okay, more like a half cup?
That's fine.
Okay. As you see, I'm very scrupulous about my measurements on this whole thing.
Yeah, so when I do this, I have to put the correct measurements in.
Well, you can just guess. But anyway, so now here's the thing.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Even though that's some salty stuff, that salmon, this cream, this
Cuts
half
the
and
salt
half,
down.
really takes all the salt away. So I'm going to put some salt in there, a decent amount of it. Here, I'm going to move this for a moment, and then if I can get if you have some regular salt to pour in.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, great.
How much salt do you need? Do you want to pour it in?
Sure. I'm going to start with what I think is about a third of a teaspoon, okay? A little bit more than a quarter of a teaspoon. There we go. That should make it nice. And then that can of tomato sauce.
Oh, tomato sauce?
Yeah, eventually I'll want some black pepper in here too.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Here's your tomato sauce.
Okay, how wonderful. And I'll just pour in some of this. So this is just a can of grocery store stuff. And I've got about a half can because I made this recently at home. And then look at me, I'll just put in about, it's probably about a third of a can of this because I didn't want all of it. I don't want to make it too saucy because remember we're going to bake this and turn this into like little, hors d'oeuvres. Oops. So I just sloshed it everywhere real nice. So let me go ahead and mix this real nice.
Does he want the pepper on? Are you ready?
Oh yes, I'd love some of that pepper. Our producer is offering me.
Is it open, Bill? Okay.
And actually, I'm going to put a tiny bit more. So we're going at least a full half cup of half and half in here then, okay? And then for the pepper, we're not going to, measure it out. We're just going to put in a thorough shaking, just about maybe an eighth to a quarter teaspoon.
Thank you.
Okay?
You don't put any cheese in there, do you?
At this point, no, but we will today. But I'm going to wait till after I put in the pasta.
Okay.
Okay, and where is this now? Okay. I'm waiting to get this a little bit bubbling up here. Okay, so what we have here is just a very little bit of sauce going on here. And again, butter, olive oil, our onion, which we sweated a little bit and clarified, and then added the smoked salmon, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, half cup ish of half and half, and about a third of a standard like 10-ounce can of tomato sauce from the store.
Now, do you want the pasta?
Yeah, so now what I'll do is, we've already cooked these colorful salad rotini, and I put in about a half box of this.
You got one there on the handle.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you. Well,
You're welcome.
yeah, get that stray in there, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and then watch me just turn it off now and mix this around. Okay, so this is a favorite of our producer here, so we'll let the producer have a whiff.
Do you
If
want
he
me to
wants
put it
that.
in the bigger muffin tins, Father?
Actually, we're going to add, let's
Cheese.
add some Parmesan now, yeah. We'll add
This-
some,
Wait a minute. What kind Parmesan?
I
Father?
like some Parmesan and Parmesan or Parmesan Romano blend
Hold on.
is fine. You know what? I'm scared I don't have enough salt, so I'm going to go a little bit more. Actually, we're going to use, we were going to try to use the little muffin cups. Maybe we should use the big ones, though,
I
for
think
this.
the big ones would be better for that,
Okay,
Father.
because I took this big, I guess that's the advantage of using the elbow macaroni.
Right.
You can fit more of it in, okay? But since, again, it's an hors d'oeuvre, and so I think the hors d'oeuvre has to be kind of salty, you know.
Here you go. How much do you want of this?
Let's see. Oh, and what do we have here? Grated Parmesan?
Yes.
Okay, and then, yeah, and I'm going to put in about 2 tablespoons, no, about 3 tablespoons to start,
Okay.
okay?
Right.
And then I'm going to see what this looks like then.
Okay.
And then I'm not adverse to throwing in some grated, Monterey Jack or whatever. See, this little bit of cheese is going to really stiffen it a lot, but not enough for it to really just cook, together.
Okay.
So we're trying to mat this together. But see how much thicker this is than it was now. It's getting to be a very dry mixture. And it really smells nice if you're a fan. Then what I'll do is I'll just pour a bunch of this cheese in and we'll just call it a day there.
I've
That'll
got
still
this-
be very
I've got
nice.
this too, if
I
you
don't want any
Okay.
cheddar in it
All
though.
right. Okay.
I think the yellow cheddar would be a contrary flavor to what I'm trying
Yeah,
to do.
right,
It's
right.
I want it to be Italian tasting,
Yeah. I got to spray those. I have to spray that for you, Father. Hold on.
Great, okay, and we're still not to the point of putting it in, but we're getting close there, okay. Now what I'm gonna put all the cheese. So we're now to the point where we're putting about a full half cup of grated Parmesan cheese into here. But again, this is a little bit more expensive. You could probably do it some with provolone. Okay,
Tell me
and
when
then-
you're done.
Okay, I am good to go now. Now I am ready for an egg.
Oh, an
Because
egg.
I want 1 egg beaten in a bowl
All right.
so that I can,
We're going to take a short break, Father. Just let me do this.
okay.
Let's just take, excuse me, Father. I'm just going to take a short break and we'll be right back with Kathryn and Father Andrew Umberg. We're now back with Father Andrew, and he's adding the egg mixture
Yes.
into the pasta, right?
So yeah, so I made this pasta with this nice smoked salmon cream sauce, okay, and looks real nice now. And then I added a ton of grated Parmesan Reggiano cheese, okay, and you can put Romano in as well. But now I've taken 2 large eggs. I don't know if I'll use all of them. I'm going to see what it looks like. But I salted and peppered this so it doesn't take all my delicious flavor out of this, okay? So
Okay.
now I've beaten the 2 eggs, and this is the Parmesan cheese things. Why dirty another bowl? And then so I'm going in here like this, and then I'm going to quickly stir this around. And so I put about 2/3 of the egg mixture in here.
Right.
And I think we probably can use a tiny bit more, so why not go ahead and just use the rest of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, since I've seasoned the egg, it shouldn't do anything to harm our flavor. We
Right.
don't want to start cooking the egg and having a fried egg or scrambled eggs with it. So,
Yeah.
so I'm really trying to mix it around. And then you have thoroughly greased these things with duck fat, right?
Right.
And so we are ready to go. I'm suggesting that we put in, we're going to make kind of substantial, some substantial hors d'oeuvres here.
Okay.
So here we go. And each one, here, if you give me a little bit more room from that handle, there we go. I mean, yeah, perfect.
How
Wonderful.
about that?
Wonderful. Okay, so in it goes. We'll give this a shot. That might be a little bit too big.
Know. You never know.
Well, I think, depends
That's
on,
good.
for my appetite, those would probably be great. But anyway,
I know.
but for an hors d'oeuvre,
Well, it
I'm
all
going to try
depends.
going a little bit smaller, though.
Yeah, but think about it this way. If you're only serving a couple hors d'oeuvres, then maybe it's not too big.
Yeah, keep your guests sober if they're having a
that's
little
right.
something to drink.
Right.
I don't want them going too far.
Right. Have you ever served it like this before?
No, this is the big experiment inspired by these macaroni elbow things that you're about to do.
Mac and cheese bites.
Mac and cheese bites. Thank you. Okay. So we'll put, and since we don't know if they're going to work,
Yeah.
maybe I should just do 8 of them. Let's just try 8 at first, and then we'll see if we've learned anything here on this maiden voyage.
Maiden voyage. I love that.
There we go.
Can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to do stuff like this because you never know what kind of a wonderful dish you'll end up with, right?
Exactly, exactly.
I did artichokes
Okay.
and dried beef, Father, together.
And then here, let's.
That's it?
I think it's good. I want to make sure these are tight together. Okay. I think they're ready to go in. We're putting them in
Okay.
at 375.
Right. For
Okay, there's
15?
a pan down there. I don't know if we want that out. Okay.
No, that's fine. 15 to 17 minutes, Father.
Okay.
So
then we
we're
have
gonna
time
do
to work on
this.
the other one
Hold
then.
on. We want to go to the timer, right?
Okay, yes. These microwave ovens, they're very tricky sometimes, so you need the owner to be able to figure the things out to program them.
There we are. We're good.
Look at that, a 17-minute
great?
countdown. Wonderful. Okay.
Okay, so now we're making the mac and cheese bites, Father.
Great.
And actually what we want to do, I need your help on this.
Okay.
What we want to do is I've got butter here, 3 tablespoons of butter,
I'll
right?
turn it on.
And we've already done all the macaroni, right?
Yes.
Got it.
We've
Okay,
got a
so
wonderful amount of macaroni. We
Okay,
won't
right.
use all that tonight.
we probably won't. So we want to melt the butter over a medium heat, add the onion and saute until translucent, 4 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
So we want to heat that up first, right?
Yes, yes. And you know what? With that amount of butter, I'm going to put a little bit more onion.
I think that's a good idea.
Because onion is such a wonderful and important flavor.
Right.
Onion and butter and a little salt. Oh,
Wow.
that's the beginning of good cooking, in my opinion.
Oh, I'm sorry. We also sprayed with our duck fat spray this pan right here, so that you can see it. And those are what the bites are going to be, how many bites are going to be. They're small bites, right? And
There's
so
6 times 4 is 24 of them. So
Yeah.
I made 8 kind of giant things,
yeah,
and you're making 24 nice little petite ones that are
right.
probably a little bit
So
nicer
if you're
to
having a
serve.
party, these are really easy to serve, and people will really like them. A lot of people love pasta, right, Father?
Yes, and
It's simple to do, and it's not expensive to make it.
a nice thing too about the ones that you're making
Yeah.
is when people have an hors d'oeuvre, it's nice for them not to have to take more than one bite, because they're standing, they're trying to hold a drink
Yeah, I
usually.
know.
Don't make them do what
Right.
I'm going to make them
Don't
do.
make them work a
You know,
lot to do it.
Exactly, exactly. You don't want people juggling. It just makes a mess and an embarrassment.
We're just about ready for you to put that onion in.
Okay.
And here you go.
Okay, and we'll just add this to that. Okay.
All right, but we have one of those. I keep on giving them to you.
Well, that one has smoked salmon on it now. And
Oh, I forgot.
I know you're not
I
a fan of the smoked
I'm
salmon.
not a fan of smoked salmon.
And again, the smoked salmon insists on itself. So
Right. We're going to put that in there.
nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what it says, Father, is to saute it for 4 to 5 minutes or cook until fragrant, 1 minute more. And then we're going to sprinkle the flour in, and we have to stir it in the pot.
Okay, so it's almost going to be a cream,
It's a
like a white sauce almost, an oniony white sauce.
Yeah, it's an oniony white sauce, right. a different kind of mac and cheese, right?
Yes.
So we have this wonderful thing right here. And so we're going to add that to it. And then, Father, it says 2.5 cups of whole milk, which I have. Okay.
Good safe place for it.
Right? So then we have to stir in the flour.
Okay, I think these onions need another couple of minutes.
Okay. We're going to add 3 cups of shredded Mexican cheese and 2 cups of grated yellow cheddar cheese. That's a lot of
Mexican cheese is usually a
It's
combination
cheesy,
of like a mild cheddar along with a Monterey Jack or something.
Right. So then we're going to add all of the macaroni.
Or some.
And then you stir in the pasta after you've done all that, Father. And then we scoop 1 to 1.5, 2 tablespoons into these little things right here. How about that?
Sounds wonderful.
Now it's boiling, right?
It is, but I
ready?
still wouldn't call them quite clarified.
Okay.
I think we
So
want to go a
how do
little
you
bit
tell
more.
if they're clarified, Father?
I want to be able to see. Yeah, well, and I want to see that they're clear. There's something kind of creamy about this butter, though, that I don't know. That,
I don't know, Father.
but I wouldn't. So most of them still look white to me. See how those still look white, and I think that they can get a much, without browning at all. I think they can turn a much more glassy color.
Really?
Yeah. I think too many of them are still too white.
I can smell them too. Wow.
Oh, certainly, it's nice and fragrant.
Yeah, it's very fragrant. The next step is the flour, though.
Okay, and I think we want to turn off the heat for a second for the flour because we don't want to cake it together. We want to mix that first to make sure that it gets all absorbed, So at least we'll turn it way down. I don't think we have to turn it off, but we'll turn it down to low. Okay, go ahead and throw that flour in.
Actually, it's doing really well. I can't believe it. This is almost like making when we were cream of tuna, kind of like that, but no, what do you call it? But no.
Celery.
Yeah.
I knew you either meant celery or tuna.
So now when do I put the milk in there? I think.
Yeah, good.
See,
I'll
it's still
turn it
kind
back
of
up then.
pasty. It's still kind of pasty.
Oh, that's
though.
okay.
Right.
If you feel like I think you've de-lumped it well enough.
You think so?
I
Here we
would go
go.
for it. Here we go.
Seems like a lot of milk, right?
Yeah.
A lot of milk.
Oh, is that milk already hot or no?
No,
Okay,
it's
okay,
not.
Okay.
It's cool milk.
Then here, let me turn up this thing significantly here.
Okay. We want to season it with cayenne pepper, which is
Okay,
right
a little
there.
seasoning. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And
So
then
not even
yeah,
an eighth or
that's right.
16th of a teaspoon.
And then
maybe.
what we want to do is we want to mix it well.
Yeah,
And
more like a 16th of it.
right. And salt and pepper. I don't know if we need a bunch of salt and pepper. What do you think?
Oh, I'm a believer in
I
salt
know
and
you
pepper.
are. I know you are. What can I tell you?
Yep. Okay, so for the pepper, I'm going to put in a full quarter teaspoon
Okay.
because that's a lot of milk.
Yeah, that is a lot of milk. Where's the salt at? Oh, I forget. I'll find it.
I think
It's
I
right
have
there.
it handy.
You got it right there.
Okay, and for the salt, again, to make a decent white sauce, again, we're going to have some cheese, but I'm
And it
putting in
says-
like a third of a
right.
teaspoon at least there.
Right, and then
Okay.
it says to take it off of the heat, and then you add the cheese in, 1.5 cups of the yellow cheddar, which is right here. And let's do that. This is like 2.5.
Okay, this is steaming some, so that's good. So again,
right.
and once we get it boiling, we'll go to a 1 minute boil, huh?
Oh, yeah, right. I'm going to add the cheese in here, Father. Okay.
Okay, I'll just
So
right
I think
into that.
that's one. I think that's
Yeah, about half
one.
of it because that packs 2 cups. I think it'll be great if you want 1 cup.
That's 2 cups. This bag is 2 cups.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is about 1.5.
Okay, so now we can see lots of bubbles
Bubbles.
coming up, and that's very nice.
That looks really good, Father.
Yes, I just want to make sure we get that starchiness out of there. I'm a stickler about the starchiness.
I'm
don't-
fine with that.
Okay.
Okay.
And it goes, and it goes, and it's another 30 seconds and we'll be golden, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I can eat, I dare say, well, let's make sure we've really done this.
But you got to remember, you got to turn off the heat totally.
Yes. Then that cheese will start melting in it immediately.
I know, and I still have to put the pasta in.
Okay.
Ready?
I will now turn it off. Okay, go ahead and add cheese one.
I got to put this cheese in. So it's two
Okay.
different kinds of cheese, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
And I think,
And a little bit more of this. I can't believe they wanted you to have that much cheese in it. But I think that's fine on the cheese end of it. And I need
Okay.
one more paper towel here, Father.
okay, and then I'm going to go in with this then.
Okay. And then we have to add the
Because I think
pasta
a whisk,
into it.
I think a whisk with cheese isn't the nicest. You know, I think it's nicer.
You want the
this.
whisk?
No, I think
Okay.
I'm avoiding that because I think it's going to catch it.
Catch it, right.
Yeah.
So now we have to put the pasta in.
Okay, do we do more cheese or no?
No, I think that's enough, Father. What do you? Then you add the cheese to the top of it.
Okay, let's put the rest of the yellow in though. I think that'll make it a cheesier.
Right. How cheesy do you want it? I'll give you
Super
more.
cheesy. Super cheesy.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that should be enough. Okay?
Okay, wonderful.
Now.
Oh, look at this wonderful cheese sauce. You know, another nice thing
I forgot
to do.
to add lemon and pepper, Father. Hold on.
Oh my, okay.
Right.
So this is lemon pepper, okay.
Lemon pepper. Wait a minute.
Okay.
There you
just
go.
Stirring as we're going. So how much do you throw in there? About a teaspoon?
About a teaspoon, a teaspoon and a half. Actually, they added more, but I think we've already got a lot of pepper in there now. Okay. What do you think?
Well,
It looks delicious.
I would put in a little bit more lemon pepper myself because
Okay.
good deal. Now,
Okay.
so now we've got a good
Right.
2 or 3 teaspoons, right?
Right,
Almost a tablespoon. Yes, I think that was an important thing for an hors d'oeuvre.
I think we
you
need to
want
put it.
pronounced flavors.
What do you think? I think we need to put it in a big bowl to do this. What do you think?
I say don't put all the macaroni
I'm
in,
not.
just half of
I'm
it.
not.
But I think we can get away with it with just half.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, yeah, just
I've got it. Go ahead. My hands are clean.
okay. Go ahead and just
Right.
add even more. I mean, I'll go with a big bunch of it to start.
This is like half.
Wonderful.
Okay, is that enough?
Well, we'll see after.
We'll
We'll
find
see
in a
once it.
minute.
Yeah. I'd say we can decide how much of a macaroni backbone we want to each one.
I think we want more
it-
macaroni.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
I think that's the reason why they said that. So here we go.
Okay, go ahead and throw some more in there.
Try that.
Okay.
That's half of a box. It's about 8 ounces of pasta.
Oh, how wonderful.
Doesn't that look cool?
Yeah, I think this is really getting to be nice.
And yours are almost done pretty soon.
Yes. Okay, and I'd say we've got them pretty cheesy and pretty.
You think
Right
we
again.
need more?
It wouldn't hurt to have more.
Well, what the heck. Just do
Throw in
it.
some more.
There you go. You got the whole thing now.
Okay, so we have that now. All the proportions of the
Pardon me,
recipe called
Father.
for. I'll let
Pardon
you
me?
get around me there.
We
and-
need to get and turn
Sure,
this-
sure. And we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't see any smoke, so we didn't burn them, so that's a good thing.
No. That
No,
looks
but
good. Great.
And then for these, so for these, we put that yellow and white cheese mix.
Which is a
and-
Mexican blend, by
The
the way.
Mexican blend?
Let me look at your.
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I think they're still cooking. I think they needed, I'd say, another 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll put another 5 minutes on it.
They are coming along, and we can use that time to
To put this in the thing.
in the cups. Yes.
So,
So I think we need.
we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back with Father Andrew Umberg and myself, Kathryn Raaker. We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I, and Father Andrew and I are back with you. And we just took all the things that were the bites out of the oven, and we'll show them to you in just a little while. But we have to do the lettuce wraps that we're making. And Father just chopped up the, actually those are the sweet bell peppers we use. They're small
Those
ones.
little
They're miniature.
ones,
They're
yeah, so-
miniature. So he's going to add that back into the mushrooms that have been
green
cooking.
Onion, and green onion.
And green onion. And
So
he's
we're
going to
putting
cook
this-
that for 2 minutes in there. And then I'm going to add the beef to it. We're going to add that into the beef. And then we will actually add in these wonderful things, Father.
Here we go. Let's, yeah, I think we'll mix this with the beef and
I
then
think so,
add those
too.
items.
So it looks like you're almost done with that, right?
Yes, yes. We're just letting these saute a little bit more.
Okay, so.
And then which order? Is there any particular order? I guess
yeah,
salt
you
first.
Just add salt first. And then you add the brown sugar, which is right there. And they ask it to be that way, by the way. Packed.
And packed like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Just for a good accurate measurement. It's what, like
Right.
a quarter cup you got
That's
going
a
on
quarter cup, Father.
there? Okay.
And then you can add that in. Well, that's going to be delicious, right?
Yes, I'd say so.
And then we're going to add in the
lemon
juice.
Mm-hmm.
Lime juice.
Oh,
Not
lime
lemon.
juice, I'm
That's
sorry.
lime.
And you just juice those limes fresh, huh?
Yeah, I did. And then you have to put the fish sauce.
Oh,
This is what makes them Thai.
yes. Well, the lime too. And
Right. And then
guess
I've
the
cut
brown
up little limes, to little wedges to go with it. Okay.
that's a lot of fish sauce. That's delicious.
I'm just
oh,
teasing.
yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, hey, hey, hey. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Right.
Okay, then we'll need some pot holder gloves to
Oh, okay.
dump this in. I think we want to let it simmer just a little bit, get these
Yeah, to get some of that
flavors
oil
all
out of
together.
there. Okay. Well, see, there's not a lot of oil in this beef because it's Wagyu
So nice.
Angus.
So nice and lean, huh?
You want them? You want to
Sure,
do it?
sure. I'll do the honor.
Okay.
And again, I will not put the gloves on. I will just, this would be
really?
a good idea to turn the heat
That
off
would be
for a
good,
second.
really?
Yeah, yes. Okay, so here I go. I'm sorry we didn't get a good
No, that's all right.
shot of that there, but there
That's-
we go. Everyone
that's what it
knows
looks like.
how it works. Okay, go
And-
ahead and we'll throw this back on here then. Or do we need to? Do we just mix it?
I-
Hey, it looks nice and hot.
Yeah, there we go.
We don't want it too hot to...
No, we don't. I'm going to turn it down. Okay, doesn't that look beautiful now?
It does. I would
Absolutely.
homogenize it a tiny bit more, but yes, then you will be there.
Yeah. See, there isn't a lot of oil in here, actually, because the beef doesn't have a lot of oil in it. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to get a spoon, Father,
Okay,
a slotted spoon.
very nice. Okay.
A slotted spoon, and then what you do is you take it and you put it in the center, right, like
Let's
that.
see. Ooh.
Have you've had this before? Not maybe this.
Yeah, not this particular dish,
No,
but yeah.
this is really good. I really, really, really like this recipe. And that's cool. And then we'll decorate it with the lime. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
It is.
And that's a meal in itself when you think about it.
Oh, yes, yes. These are
Right?
big
This
lettuce
needs
wraps.
a little bit more
I think these
here.
are big, beefy lettuce wraps.
Yeah, all right. Wow. And this is an easy thing that you could serve, Father, when you have people over,
Oh, nice.
right? And you want to have something light, right? And that's it. What do you think?
I think it's lovely. Should I
Okay.
throw on some peanuts on the
Yes,
top?
I want you to put the peanuts on the top, and we're going to put the carrots. That's cool, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to do this. Like this, right? Okay, let's do this, Father. All right, so you want to put your carrots and like this. See they show you. Well, you
Okay.
can put it like that. You know, you can decorate it, right?
Okay,
Like
sure.
that. Whatever way you want to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that cute? And I like
Very nice.
things that are aesthetic. Right. And I love the plates that we use. They're Carmona from Twilight. Okay? You know what that was, right?
Yes.
Is that all right? Don't you smell those nuts? Smell so
Yes.
beautiful, right? So I'm going to put
Everything does.
the limes on here, right? And you can actually, if you like lime, right, then you can add more lime to it by
Okay.
just squeezing it, right? So here we go.
Oh,
This
how
one.
nice.
And then maybe we put one here because that's a bigger one. Okay, and we're going to put this right here. And we're going to
Nice.
put all of the dishes out. And then guess what? We get to eat it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll be right back on the Chef You and I with everything on the wonderful platform here. This is the piece de resistance that we love after we cook all of these wonderful things. So we had, what was the first thing we did, Father?
These are eggplant bites.
And then we had marinara sauce, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. That and it's
Pasta marinara sauce.
Yes, and it is the their tomato basil.
Tomato basil. And they were great. Then you made these wonderful
smoked salmon pasta bites.
Right. And what did I make?
You made macaroni and cheese bites.
That's right. And then we made those Thai lettuce.
Lettuce wraps with beef instead of chicken. But
well, actually, they're actually in the center of, that would be a small Bib lettuce, actually.
Okay.
That you put it in. And I had a lot, so we decided to do it.
Load them up there.
And we made it really with wonderful spices, right? So what a great way to entertain. You don't have to have them for dinner. You can have appetizers.
Yeah, just tell them
and
heavy
then
hors
have kind of a
d'oeuvres.
dessert with it, you know? That would seem right. And then we want to introduce you to these wonderful Bravo recycled towels. And they are so wonderful to use. And we want to say thank you, Father, for coming. We hope you'll come again soon.
Thank you. Thanks
and maybe we could do something for my birthday show. What do you think about that?
Oh, okay.
That would be fun.
That sounds nice.
Okay. So don't forget to go to the Chef You and I, where you'll see all of our shows. You can go up to YouTube, Roku. We're on lots and lots of channels. Don't forget we have a radio show called Let's Just Talk and Kathryn Raaker's World. So thank you so much for joining us today. Bon appetit.
Thanks for joining us on the Chef You and I show today. We'll be back next week with another great and healthy recipe. Don't forget to visit our website, thechefyouandi.com, for all of our featured recipes, cooking tips, and clips of the show.